Day 2 has come to an end, and we are live from Hong Kong at the Hong Kong Golf Club. And what a day we just saw. Abe Answer ending the day on top of the leaderboard, and of course, Fireball GC as the team leaders. We're here to talk about it all live right here on Club 54 post-round show. Welcome, and as you can see, we have a very special guest with us. Lucas Herbert, thanks for joining us today. Don Boulay in the house, and I'm your host, Christian Crosby. How you feeling, man?
A little warmer now. I've got a hoodie on.
It is
a little chilly today, but yeah, nice to get a good one going out there.
It was definitely cold outside at one point in time. I didn't know if I could make it today. I was shivering. Tell us about your day. How was your day?
No, I played nicely. Yeah, just got very frustrated yesterday with my golf. Spent a lot of time on the range after round, figure some stuff out. So it was very nice to go out there today with some fresh swing thoughts and get the results.
Great. Your coach Dom has a party's on site. Does it help when he's there with you? You said you changed some swing thoughts.
Yeah, arguable whether it helps or not. No, he's been great. Yeah, just we tried to change some stuff Wednesday. It worked on the range, didn't quite work on the course. So just to be able to talk through that after the round, get a really good understanding of what broke down, what went well, and then what we do to change it. I feel like if I'm doing it myself, it's a bit of a guess. So it's nice to have him here. He knows my golf swing better than anyone else.
I saw you at the Saudi International last year, and you told me, because you started hitting a fade, and I always remember you hit a draw, and you said, well, finally we decided to hit a fade. But he told me this morning on the range, on the putting green, that you've gone back to hitting a draw. Why is that?
About halfway through the Pro-Am in Oman, I think we decided to go back to hitting a draw. I was sick of, I think what I thought would happen with a fade was the one thing that I had an issue with in my golf swing, losing the club behind me. I thought I would get rid of that. The issue was that it just created another problem that was, equally as bad, with me kind of moving my body up and left, and it was causing a lot of, poor shots. So I think it doesn't matter what I do, whether I try and hit a fade or hit a draw, there's going to be a big miss somewhere. Right. It suits me more to hit a draw, given the rest of my bag. I hit a draw, so I just decided I wanted to see a draw again. I understood what the big miss was going to come from, and where, what issues I would run into and how to fix that. And yeah, that's what we've decided to do the last few weeks.
But when you have a big miss, which one do you want? The left or the right? I would imagine it's the right.
See, here's the thing. I think every tour player will tell you they want to miss it right. I don't mind seeing it go left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I enjoy seeing it go left. I feel like I can come back from a left miss. Like, I know that the ball's going to move right to left. I just got to shape it a little less than that. Right. When it's moving left to right, I feel like I start hitting it harder, trying to move the thing right to left, and I run into all sorts of problems there. So personally, I'd like to see it miss left.
Well, that's very different from most tour players.
I know, right?
Well, Lucas, we have some highlights of you from today. We'd love for you to talk us through them. Let's pull them out right now. Here we go.
Birdie putt 17. Yeah, I had a lot of longer putts today that seemed to shave the edge, and then this one I finally found the right read. So it was nice to see that one drop.
Here goes another one.
Second shot into 7, yeah, right on a perfect club. Felt like we had a lot of in-between yardages all day, and this one was just right on a perfect number here, and yeah, got it in there.
You got it above the hole, though.
Close enough, I didn't have to worry about it being above the hole. Here we go. Putt on 10. Music blaring. Got a good read from Thomas Peters here right before it. I was trying to time this perfectly with the song that was playing, but I just missed it. I can't remember what it was, but it was some sort of good line. Putt on the last here. Felt like a 64 would have been right for the day, so I was very happy to get that online and knock that in, move the Ripper team up another shot on the leaderboard.
I can't believe you didn't have a sweater on today. Goodness me.
I know, right? I didn't have the right sweater. I've only got a navy blue sweater, and all the boys wore black. So I went, you know what? I'm just gonna suck it up.
Here's a tweet. Cam Smith has a short game rival in his own team. Lucas Herbert is that good.
I mean, I'm still learning off what Cam does with his short game, so I don't think I'm quite a rival to him yet. But hopefully, a little bit more practice, I can be a rival to him.
I think you're doing pretty good, Lucas. Let's talk about the team. Now, we love to talk team game here on this post-round show. I want to hear give us like some inside scoop. How is your experience with this team?
It's been awesome, man. It's so funny. When I was outside LIV, you look at the team aspect and you kind of laugh at it. You're like, there's no way you guys care about it that much. I care more about the team aspect almost than I do my own individual scores at the moment. Wow. Like, it's so cool at night to come back and know that, like, I've contributed to the team. Like, it sucked yesterday walking into the locker room knowing that, like, my score didn't count. It sucked the last few weeks when I played poorly on Sunday and kind of maybe felt like I let the team down a little bit. So for me, like the team aspect's been awesome. We played a few practice rounds together. These guys play together all the time. I sometimes don't make it, but when we do, it's like awesome fun to play together. This week, like everyone's coaches in town, so like I just feel like I'm learning so much.
Wow. What's Cam like as a captain? Is he as laid back as he looks, or does he get upset when you guys don't perform?
I think he judges himself quite highly in his own performance, but no, he's very easy to be a player under as a captain. You know, he really doesn't expect a lot out of us other than, you know, for us to do our own thing that we know is going to get our game right. I'm walking in after a bad round, kicking myself, not worried about what his feedback is towards a round. So, as far as captains go, he's really good.
He understands what you're going through. He's going through the same thing.
Exactly right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like almost like we laughed last week. I think one of his rounds didn't count last week, and the boys sort of said, I think that's the first time his round hasn't counted in ever. Like, he's just so solid, and it's like he puts the team on the back every week and just carries us. You know, it feels like every week. Looking back at the scores last year, it felt like every week last year. So I can't imagine the pressure that guy's under, and he's so cool, calm, and collected when he does it. It's amazing.
All right, Lucas, are you down to get into some team highlights?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Well,
what do we got?
Let's do it then. All right, take a look at your team.
Well, you match your
pretty good day, huh?
Well, you match your captain. He shot 64 today too.
Cam hit. Shot. Surprise, surprise. Cam Smith holding a long putt. This never happens. I feel like I watched him hit that putt on Wednesday or Thursday, or it would have been Wednesday in a practice round. We did a lot of short game little practice stuff in the practice rounds. We've already seen this. Bet this goes in.
Look at that. That's
all right.
Sheesh.
We said team highlights, not me highlights. Leash.
Gotta throw you in there.
Look at that stroke.
All right.
Yeah, this guy's so solid. And just cool and calm. It's like he didn't even, like he was angry to get upset. Give people a wave there. How good's Jonesy playing this week?
No, it's great. He had a tough finish though
Tuesday
today.
Matt Jones is the best golfer on tour. Yeah. It's like Tuesday Matt Jones has just continued through the week.
So we get new audience members every single day, daily. So for anyone that's watching and they're now becoming a fan of you, what do you have to say to the new fans out there?
I think it's awesome. I think it's great that we're attracting a new audience. I'm pretty excited for Adelaide, to be honest. That event looks like it's going to be unbelievable. And I don't know whether it's new golf fans or just existing golf fans that feel like we've finally got an event in Australia with some of the best talent in the world playing. It's just great that LIV is now LIV can now facilitate a whole new audience. You know, we're out here playing a golf tournament that would be looked at as, you know, an old kind of, you know, stuck in its ways sort of sport, but we're now, you know, we're out here with listening to music. We've got DJs like Griffin playing after the round. You know, we got the Birdie Shack going out there. It's just a lot of fun to be at the tournament, let alone just watching the golf. So if that gets us some new fans, I think that's awesome. Couldn't
agree more. So many reasons to be fans here. We do this thing every single show called Form Check. It's when we have the fans send us videos of their swings.
Okay.
We want you to chime in, but be honest. It makes for better TV. Can we do that?
Kenny YG.
Here's the first one. Kenny YG.
I mean, the first problem here, if you look at the different colours of golf balls he's hitting on the range here. I think that's the first check.
So that's a violation. No, you can't mix up the colours. Okay.
Kenny, I mean, if he swipes any further left at that, I think it'll hit his left toe. So just straighten that out a little bit, Kenny. Start that. Feel like you're starting the ball out there at 1 o'clock, and that'll help straighten out that flight a little bit. He's done well with the mats there, though. Oh, here we go. Office swing.
Here we go.
Shirt untucked to begin with. That's the first thing I see.
All right, gotta fix that one. Tuck that shirt in.
I'll tell you what, that's not a bad move in the office. I want to see a golf ball in there and see if it changes. But we've all been there, right? Middle of a day, and you just want to get a few practice swings in. I like it.
This is approved. All right, here's another. Okay.
Golfer Miami. Okay, that ball position's a long way back, but he covers it so nicely. Love the way he has that left foot out too. That's just the easiest way to cover the golf ball. It's something I've been working on. I mean, if we're gonna pick any fault in this swing, there's a red glove, and that's a bit of a disgrace, isn't it? What is this red glove doing there?
At least it's not 2 gloves.
You guys are just giving me the easy ones to point out without even.
I know.
This is great. Do you want to do one more? Should we do one more?
Yeah, let's keep
going.
Do
one. You're great at this. This is okay.
Ooh. He's loading up. I think we've got another coloured glove here, which is is it blue tape? Blue tape on the wrist. Is he taped the club to his wrists? Like, so he doesn't let go? It almost looks like it.
He says he's hitting bombs.
I mean, he's not wrong. I think, yeah, keep that height as consistent as possible through that swing.
All right,
and
fans,
that's got something to work with.
If the fans are watching, I mean, you just got some great critiques from Lucas Herbert. I gotta tell you, that might have been the best form check that we have had.
It was almost a fit check rather than a form check, but I'm glad I can help the golfers of the world.
It was great. It was great. Thank you so much. Actually, thank you for your time. I know you got to go, but you are welcome here anytime. You're
enjoyed it, boys.
Absolute stud.
Enjoyed it. Love to come back.
Thank you. LIV Golf League players competed all over the world this offseason, picking up important wins across the globe.
Dave,
The last time you had won a tournament?
A few weeks ago.
Before that?
Let's call it a month. I won the Daniel Championship at Leopard Creek and the Mauritian Open at LIV Golf Links.
I had a few more tournaments than I thought, but it was good off season. I mean, obviously my goal was to get into the Open. Being outside the world ranking, I knew Australia was giving a spot for the Open.
Really going to make their presence felt this weekend.
I played practice round with Charles before the Joburg Open, and obviously, won that event, and then the next week, won again.
Being able to get a gold medal in Chile for the Pan American Games, playing against some of my great buddies like Neiman and Munoz and Mito. Carlos was there as my teammate. It was really cool.
This is a world-class display of talent and poise.
I got a bit lucky to win 2 in a row, but it was super fun. And then, Louis flew all the way from America to come and make sure I didn't win 3 in a row.
Being in that position in Australia and ended up winning, it was a great way to end the year.
All right, let's take a look at this leaderboard here. Abe Answer, 5 strokes ahead of everyone else. Dom, what surprises you the most when you look at this leaderboard? What stands out to you here?
well, the fact that he's got a 5-shot lead. I mean, he's made 15 birdies and not a bogey all week. He's playing brilliant golf. The ball striking and the control has been immaculate, and he's given himself a great lead. But there's some tough guys chasing him.
Joining Dom and I is the one and only David Faraday. David, what's up, man? No, you.
Me?
You,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. What can you say? What a performance.
What a day.
From this young man.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I saw every shot.
So I want to let's dive into some Abe Answer talk. I mean, it just seems like he's playing the best golf of his life here in Hong Kong. Dom told us about this course. What would you say about it? You've been able to watch him today, David.
Well, the golf course, I think, is one of the winners here as well.
Thanks,
It's no. Well, I know you've been heavily involved in the creation of this event. And we named the creek in front of the tent.
I heard you.
Boulez Burn.
I've been in there plenty of times.
Yeah. But it's 1,000 yards shorter than many of the golf courses that we play. And it stood up the test of time. These are the best players in the world. Abraham Answer's gone. He hasn't made a bogey in 36 holes. It's absolutely incredible.
Well, we have some highlights here of Abe. Let's take a look at him. David, do your thing. Dom, do your thing. Let's check it out. Here we go. Here's Abe Answer.
Well, his second shot at the 4th. This cute little par 4. Dom, I want to see somebody have a go at the green before the...
Well, if they move the tee up just 10 yards, they might. Yeah. Look at this putt.
This putt, it's a 15-foot putt with 15 feet of break. Just the precision, the judgment of the pace and the line. You know that you're going to have a good day if you make putts like this.
Don't forget, he missed a 3-4 foot putt for birdie on the opening hole.
Yes. Yeah.
That was on 7. This is when he started going on a real run. He
at 11 here for birdie.
Wow, that's unexpected, isn't it, David?
Wow. Yeah, you can't really expect to make those.
Here's another one.
Right on the live line. Birdie at 14.
All right, we're going to take a little look at this score worm. And look at this. There goes the worm. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going.
Yeah, Abraham in yellow there just separated himself right around, halfway.
Gotta love that right there. Let's talk a little bit about a guy that goes by the name of Jon Rahm. I feel like watching him is always a treat. It's a roller coaster throughout the day, but he's so resilient. He's so good at what he does. Anything that stood out to you from today?
Yeah, he played beautifully. And if it hadn't been for 18 yesterday, you know, where he had that bizarre, completely bizarre, really, it was a bad luck and a bad shot. You know, to have the ball hit into the corner of the cart path, you know, and come right back at him. The ball gave him the middle finger, really, on the way back out. Yeah, that was the sort of day that he had. You know, makes 7 there, but comes out, has a great start today, shoots a great round. You know, I mean, he's a world-class player.
Another guy I wanted to bring up, Matt Jones, had a day today. Man, I couldn't stop watching him, and at one point I thought he was going to finish this day at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah,
he was so hot.
He played brilliantly. Just had a bit of a nightmare at the finish. He double bogeyed the 16th hole, and he double bogeyed the 18th hole with a birdie in the middle.
Yeah.
That's really cost him.
It really did.
So we actually have some highlights for Matt Jones. I would love to hear your thoughts on his day, starting off hot.
You got to be quick to get highlights on Matt Jones. He is the fastest player in the game. The second hole.
Made a great up and down for par on the first, and then a birdie there on the second. So he's off to a great start, and then 2 good shots on the 30. Laid up off the tee on this par 5, just got it there, and beautiful touch there. That was back-to-back birdies. He was off to the races.
And on the 8th hole here, from just on the back edge of the green, one of the tougher holes on the golf course.
And he was the closest challenger to Abe all day until the end.
And one of the most likable guys out there.
We were talking out there on the round. He's so positive, always so friendly. Just lucky with the second shot here, Dave, weren't they?
Just over Boulet's burn
there. Yeah.
All right, that's great. Now, you guys always get to have all the fun talking about the highlights, so I decided I was going to throw in a highlight that I wanted to cover today. Can we do that?
Oh, yeah?
You guys want to see my highlight? All right, we're going to check out my favorite highlight of today, and I'm going to talk you guys through what I noticed about it, all right? Here we go. Let's take a look at my highlight of the day. Here it is. All right? So I don't know if you guys remember this moment right here.
Oh, yeah, this was actually one of my highlights as well.
You know, this was the moment that really got me going. If you look, let's play this back in slow motion here. There's the toss.
Yeah.
And there's the reach. There's the it goes, and then there's the. There it is.
Now he was able to get up because this was early in the day. Later in the day, he probably would have stayed down. Yeah.
I think he actually really recovered pretty well from that fall. He had a big smile on his face. He let everyone know he was okay. That was my highlight. How'd I do, guys? How was that? All right. Here's some guys out there now. What were you going to say, Dom?
Back in our day, David, that didn't exist post-round practice, did it? We went somewhere else.
No. Are we near a bar here? Because that's where you and I would have been after a day like that.
How much do you guys think the weather affected some of the play that we saw today?
I think it was cool. I think it affected the flight of the ball, and it was gloomy too. I mean, the last 3-4 holes, I mean, it was tough to see out there.
Yeah, you know, you get these sort of cool, damp days. The ball doesn't fly as far as it usually does. It does affect them, no question.
Were there any holes out there that you saw particularly where guys struggled more today than day one? Or maybe excelled more today than day one? Any holes that stood out to you today?
Well, the 2 holes that stand out to me are 4, which is only 288 yards long. You know, and we see guys hitting it through the back there, you know, making bogey on a hole that you really should be making 3 all day long on. And the last hole, which is one of the finest finishing holes in golf. It really is. It's only 410 yards long, but it squeezes in there. It's got those 2 steps down towards the water hazard, and really a brilliant way to finish this little golf course.
Dave.
All right, well, David, we want to take a look at this segment. It's one of my favorites. It's really funny. It's really charismatic. It's called What the Fairy.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Hello, Faraday here, and this week I come to you from the future or the past, I don't know. For the last 6 weeks I've been in Mexico, Las Vegas, Belfast, Jeddah, and now Hong Kong. And frankly, right now, I don't know if I'm blown up or stuffed. After 50 years of chasing my own wristwatch around the globe, I finally figured out what it is that causes jet lag. It's the damn jets. Everyone is in such a hurry to be somewhere else, they leave time and often their luggage behind them. You've never heard of boat lag, I bet, or train lag, or donkey lag, I bet. I'm a great believer in the better life through chemistry, so a strategic sleeping pill, Ambien, or as I like to call it, the velvet sledgehammer, is a prerequisite. That stuff would put Seabiscuit to sleep. Imagine having to roll out of bed with your body and mind wrecked and having to go out and perform a physically precise job that demands perfection at the highest level imaginable against a bunch of ruthless competitors who deep down want to see you fail. At the end of the day, jet lag is kind of like divorce, except it doesn't even seem like a good idea at the time. It's painful, infuriating, expensive, and at the end of it, even when it's over, you feel like you lost half the time to someone that you didn't even know.
I gotta be honest, after spending time with David, I can assure you that he gives one-liners like that all day long, every single day. I guarantee. Do you write all that stuff? Do you freestyle that off the top of the head? Is it all written or what? I know it's from you.
No, it's definitely from me. But you know, I'm Dr. Feelgood for the crew here. You know, if anybody needs to go to sleep, I can put them to sleep. You know, if they need to wake up, I can do that too. Yeah.
All I ask, David, is can you add me in one of them? I want to be in one of the Fairies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throw me in one.
I need all the help
as a
I can get.
punchline of a joke or something.
I need all the help I can get, Christian.
All right, we're gonna toss it over to Rachel Drummond. She's doing her thing right in her post-round show. Rachel, what's going on?
Hey Christian, we're joined by Dean Burmester. Now this is very special because Dean's finished his second round and he's agreed to talk us through his cool down.
Yeah.
Don't say no now.
Not yet. But yeah, thanks for having me. Obviously I can't see Christian, but I know he's looking forward to this as much as I am.
He's watching. Now, 7 under.
Yeah.
Played exceptionally well in the first round.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your day today?
To be honest, I probably hit it well below par. You know, I talked it all up yesterday. I talked a big game about how well I'd been hitting it of late, and then today was just one of those days where golf decided to get back at me. So unfortunately, I didn't hit it very well. I putted great and managed to scrounge around a 1 under par. So I'm happy to get it under par and get in the house.
I wish I could scrounge it around in 1 under par.
Joining David and I, Sue-Ann Hang, you had yourself a day. You are busy.
I was trying to stay warm more than anything, but just watching that live lesson package. David, do you have a psycho mode?
Yeah, the psycho mode. I've been to plenty of psychiatrists. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, live lessons is awesome, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sue-Ann, you followed a lot of guys, so we're going to start with one guy named Jon Rahm. I know that was one of many guys you followed today.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you saw with Jon.
Yeah, he played some textbook golf course. You know, I spoke to him after the round in the post-round interview, and he talked a little bit about a bad swing and a bad break yesterday on the 18th that cost him 3 shots. You know, he's really playing some fantastic golf. He's contended in the first 3 events. I don't know. I mean, in 6 shots back, is it too much?
It probably is the way Abe Ancer is playing, but you never know. If they get some help from Abe Ancer, you know, Jon Rahm is one of the guys that can shoot really low. He shapes the ball both ways. He's a real shot maker, especially off the tee. You can see a lot of these tee shots here require a fade, maybe to hold it on a right to left fairway or a hook on the opposite way, and he can hit every shot out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he said in the post-round interview with me that, you know, this is the kind of golf course that a lot of people don't think he can play well at, but he actually loves golf courses like these because he grew up in Spain, and it's very much a tree-line type golf course similar to this one.
All right, well, we actually are going to throw it back down on Rachel Drummond. I think we're back up and running. So, Rachel, we're tuning back in with you. Okay. Hope all is well over there. What's up, Rach?
Okay, we're in. We're trying again, Dean. Sorry.
Right, no problem.
That's called an NR in golf.
Yeah. No result.
We're taking a drop.
But
right.
That's technology. I don't know where you dropped me, but I was, like you said, I was explaining kind of a 2-to-1 ratio.
We've got to go from the top.
Go from the top? Okay, well, let's get from the top.
Let's start again. So, you've played very well first day. Not so happy today. How does that affect your cool down?
Yeah, obviously, I look for things in my golf swing. That's the first thing I'll do. I'll stand here and figure out what exactly went wrong. And to me, it felt like if I was looking at my divot pattern and everything out there, I was kind of throwing the club outside and, you know, cutting across it and it's just a weak fade, which is not really pretty to look at. But you know, I scrounged around for 1 under par, so it couldn't have been that bad. And I know that if I come here, it'll be kind of a short little warm down and figure it out and make sure that my body's ready for tomorrow. So
it looks like you figured it out. Let's see you hit a few.
yeah, sure.
So you're using TrackMan.
Yeah, I got TrackMan.
What sort of data points are you looking at?
So to start out with, I kind of like to find where 0 is. So this straight line is exactly where TrackMan's aiming. So I want to find and swing it down 0. So I'll feel like I set up really neutral, kind of as straight as I possibly can, and then try and swing it down the 0 line so that I can find 0.
Looks very good to me. Let's have a look at that
Pretty
club
straight.
path. 0.4.
0.4
That
to the
is
left.
good.
That's pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, for a guy who fades it, you kind of want to see it there-ish with an open face. But I like that. So I know where the club is there, and that helps me aim. So that if I like to see a fade. So if I know that kind of I'm within the 0 or the ballpark, you know, if I want to feel like I'm 5 yards left, then I can swing it down that line and hold the face, and it should just fade back.
Now it's quite, there we go, that's lovely. It's quite a common fault when I see coaching people swinging it too far left. So what have you changed? What feel have you got to help it feel a bit more neutral and shallow?
So I use a Pro Sender. I've got an impact ball. I mean, I've probably got every training aid under the sun to kind of feel exactly where I want to get the club coming in. But to be honest, if you don't have anything, the easiest thing to do would be to put a straight line down and almost feel like, because neutral is actually inside that line. Yeah. So it's inside that line and then it's exiting around. So if you imagine you've got like I'll pick this up, but if you imagine you've got like a half a hula hoop like that, that's actually what neutral looks like. Yeah. So it doesn't look like that, it actually looks like this. So the fault is, and what amateurs like to do, is to move that hula hoop there. And then they cut across it and they hit big slices. And it's really hard and it's a tough thing to practice, but that's why I like putting down the straight line, so that I can see that the club kind of has to be coming inside that line and exiting outside that line. So
love that.
On that hula hoop. So
Dean, that is gold for everyone at home, so kind of hitting the inside of that golf ball.
Yeah, you've got to hit the inside. You know, Ben Hogan always talks about hitting the inside of the golf ball. And most of the great ball strikers, Tiger, you know, great iron players, are all trying to hit the inside of the golf ball. Where I came from, Ulrich van der Berg was a phenomenal iron player on the Sunshine Tour for many, many years, and he was the guy who always talked about hitting fades from the inside of the golf ball. And then when I went to my coach, Grant Fenstra, we really worked hard on kind of shallowing that out and holding it. I mean, you know, it's been quite a few years of grinding to get it to there. But now that I've got all that work in, it's kind of an easy fix with technology.
You can add yourself to that list of great ball strikers. Let's see you hit another one.
Sure, no problem. What do you want to see, Rachel? What do you want? A fade, a straight one, a draw? What do you want?
Let's see just another nice fade ready for tomorrow.
A little fade for tomorrow.
Now, you've been working hard on your mental game.
Yep.
I've got my spies telling me this. You know, in the first round you went birdie, birdie, eagle, birdie, birdie.
Yeah.
I got that right?
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Mindset for people at home, how do you stay present and keep going low?
I suppose momentum has a lot to do with that. You know, you're confident, you know you've hit so many good shots in a row. The tricky one is probably the third birdie or eagle or something in a row, to kind of, you know, 2 in a row. Guys out here do that fairly regularly, but 3 in a row, and then to keep going is just kind of just keep the hammer down, keep pushing. Know that you're hitting good golf shots, be confident, like don't back off. Backing off's probably the worst thing you can do. You know, I played with Abe today, that's exactly what he did all day long. He just kept hitting great iron shots and kept holding putts when he needed to hold putts, and it was probably one of the easiest 8-unders I've ever seen.
Foot on the gas.
Oh, that's it. Foot on the gas, back yourself, 110%.
Final question, I'll let you go and chill. So you've spoken about technical, you come here, try and find a swing feel. Do you then go to performance to get ready for tomorrow? Yeah, definitely. It'll be physio for me, light workout, and then something nice for dinner, which is easy to find here in Hong Kong, and then rest up. So 0 paths for people at home? Yeah, 0 path, 0 face, so that you know where the club face is, you know where the club's coming in. Remember, the hula hoop's actually bent that way, it's not a straight line, because obviously you're standing up. And then if you want to see fades, find 0, and then from there aim left and swing it on your feet line, it'll just fade. And the opposite for draw? And the opposite for, You've made this sound so simple. Go on, finish on a draw.
Draw's the same, like it's aim it out the right, the ball will naturally go a little further back, and then you just swing it on that feet line, it'll draw.
He's ready. Dean, thank you so much for letting us be part of. I just follow in the ball flight. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your cool down. Play well tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Christian, we'll see you soon, brother.
Great job, Rachel. And here we go. A great tweet here from Dean. Dean Burmester is in great form and playing well again this week in Hong Kong. How good is this spin control out the trees? Looks pretty good to me. Louis Oosthuizen has been a world-class player for decades. Golf, however, isn't the 2010 Open champion's only passion. Sue-Ann found out all about that in Hangtime.
Welcome to Hangtime. This week we're here at the historic Hong Kong Golf Club, and I've got Louis Oosthuizen, the captain of Stinger GC. We're here at the 6th. We're going to watch him play, and we're going to have a chat. Let's do this. I was in Miami, and I think I spoke to your wife, and she said, you guys recently added some new animals to your farm, the fainting goats.
Yeah, the range goats.
The range goats.
Call them the range goats.
And you named them after all the range goats. Now you have to rename them, by the way.
No, they Bubba, Taylor, Thomas, and Harold. Yeah.
And I heard
Bubba passes out the whole time.
I was gonna say, who passes out the most?
Bubba, you just go past him, and sometimes when you go with a buggy past him and you accelerate, and it goes like a big, and he just goes, and he just falls over. So yeah, Bubba is a fainter.
Did you take a video for him?
No, I still want to do because I've got a range coach flag, so I want to put it up there.
Yeah.
And then I want to do a video for them, but then they all swapped. I'm like, oh man, I can't change the names now. But yeah, that's so it's fun. They're a lot of fun, the goats.
Sue-Ann, you do such a great job with the hang time pieces. Tell us about that, how that was.
Well, it was a little easy with Louis. I mean, he is so funny and entertaining. I don't think I've laughed that much in any other hang time as I did with Louis, but he's got so many passion. He loves the farming thing. And what a great story about the range goats, the fainting goats. If you haven't seen those on YouTube, you need to go check it out. They'll make you laugh.
Make sure you guys check out Hang Time with Sue-Ann Hang. It's a good time, as you can see. All right, Sue-Ann, so let's talk about it. You were with Jon Rahm. You talked to him after, but we have some highlights here. I would love for you to talk us through those. Deal? Want to do that?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it.
We're going to kick it off with the 16th hole. This is his second shot. The hole he started on. What a wonderful wet shot. He's been working really hard on this aspect of his game, starting from Jeddah last week. He said that he's hitting his wedges really well in that post-game interview. You can tell right there. Now, this is the 17th. Just creeping it in.
I love those. Just always
just the
edge of my seat.
Now the first, this is playing one of the hardest holes on the golf course. Yeah. Originally a par 5 for the members. Second shot.
And look at that.
He made it look fairly easy, David. Now this is the fourth. This is for his birdie. The word I used a lot on the coverage today about his game is textbook. It's very much a textbook type of play, the way he's been playing the last couple of days. That was a 10th for a birdie, rounding it off with a 6 under par.
Another guy you followed today was Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
Was there anything? He's interesting to follow and watch. It seems like he just stays the course the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He's definitely one of the big players out here. You know, he contends almost just about every week. I spoke to Ricky Elliott, his caddy, earlier today, and he said, you know, Jeddah last week, he didn't have his best game, but he still came in tight 12th.
He hasn't had his best stuff, really, you know, for a while, but yet he always seems to be there. Mm-hmm. A bad finish today, you know, the double bogey, but, you know, I mean, he's a sort of player he's one good swing away from a comeback. You know?
Yeah. And, you know, I think watching him today, he hit some great shots, actually, into the greens and just didn't really make a putt. He just was burning so many edges. But I spoke to Claude Harmon, his coach, and I think he's working a little bit on his alignment. He's trying to open up his stance a little bit. He was starting to get a little too shut, which then brought the path a little too much on the inside, and he got stuck a little bit with the longer clubs. But, you know, I know he's been working really hard on that and working really hard on his fitness as well. It switches his fitness routine into more of a track and field type of workout and something that you know a lot of.
I've been
David.
working on my fatness.
Easy to do here in Hong Kong, David. I won't blame you. Too much good food out here.
Yeah.
You're too funny. All right, let's take a look at some Brooks highlights here. Sue-Ann, we would love for you to take us through them. Let's check them out now.
All right,
And here
let's
we
kick
are.
it off with the third.
Yeah.
This is his opening hole, his third shot.
Yeah, real tough shot from there.
Bump and run. His short game is underrated. He's got such great touch around the greens. Now this is a tee shot on the 5th, tricky par 3.
Great set of par 3s in this golf course.
And they make you think, don't they, David?
Really interesting. Yeah, beautiful shot there.
This wonderful wedge play here on the 2nd. Sorry, his second shot on the 7th, pardon me. Flag hunting. And this is his birdie putt on the 16th. Finally made one today.
We got a tag here. Always nice to see Burmy giving us all the great insight on LIV Golf League post-round show. Oh, wholesome
Burmy's
post there.
awesome.
We love
Burmy
him, right?
is awesome. He's such a character. The entire Stinger team are hilarious.
Yeah, they are. The South Africans are amazing.
Yeah, and they have great perspective on life, and even on a bad day, they all are still laughing, and just a great bunch of guys to be around.
Yeah, as you guys know, I'm new here. Burmy was actually one of the first guys to walk up to me and welcome me to the team.
Doesn't surprise me.
It says a lot about his character.
Yeah.
He's been very friendly to me this whole time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. All right, let's check out some HV3 highlights, and let's talk about it. All right, David, take us through some of this stuff here.
Harold birdie at the 2nd here. You know, leaves the flag in, whatever. And I love Harold's shoes. It looks like
Jays
could be on the moon.
Those are Jordans, David.
With those shoes. That was Eagle at 13, right there. Birdie at 14.
I could see you wearing those, David.
I could get both my feet into one of those. Yeah. Second shot at 16.
All right, it sounds like Harold has joined the media, so we're going to check in there now. Let's listen in.
Golf course was played completely different than it was yesterday. Did that affect anything going into the round today?
No, I obviously didn't really think about it. Am I supposed to be looking at you? All right, cool. Yeah, not really. Just try to play solid golf, keep it in the fairway, and hole some putts. And I think I did a decent job of that.
Awesome. Game plan going in tomorrow?
Say again? Nothing right now. I just want to eat.
Yeah, all right.
No, just keep doing what I'm doing.
Good stuff. Pass it over to Mike.
Harold, you've played here a couple of times before. I think you top 10 last year. Do you feel like this is a course that you're going to play well on, that it kind of suits your game?
I feel that way every week. Yeah. But out here, you know, it's nice to have played it before. I've played bad here. I've played well here. So kind of know a few spots to hit it and not hit it. The first time I played, it was so much firmer. I think like 9 under 1. So, yeah, it's golf. I feel like I'm playing better, and, you know, it is what it is. The tournament's not over yet, though. I saw you spying on me out there, though.
I did.
I saw you creeping on me, Mike.
I was checking you out.
I appreciate it.
So your 5 back going into tomorrow, how important is it to get off to a fast start, put some pressure on Abe early in the round?
I think the most important thing is not worry about Abe. That's how you lose. I think I've played enough golf to know that the best thing I can do is just give myself as many looks as possible and try to just stay within myself and have fun doing it. And I think the fun part's pretty easy for me.
Some interesting words from HV3. Do you agree with that? Never focus on the guy ahead of you. Do you agree with that, Sue-Ann, David?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, at this point, you got to just go low tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. He could, no question.
Another guy I want to talk about, Anthony Kim, who debuted in Jeddah. We haven't talked about him too much today, and I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are about it. Let's take a look at some of his highlights from today.
Yeah, Anthony, you know, today he's the most interesting man in golf, you know, at the moment, for sure. His second shot into the 7th here, and he showed signs of life. You know, this is a terrific shot into the 7th. And a lovely putt here at number 8, you know, with about 6 feet of break on it. Really tough one to make.
David, are you a fan of his golf attire?
Now, those are the kinds of putts that require a lot of feel, something that could disappear after 12 years.
Yeah, absolutely, and he did. That's birdie at 12. He actually lived around the corner from me for 10 years in Dallas, and I never saw him. He disappeared like Barry Sanders. You know, it's like, where did he go? You know.
How impressive would you say this performance was from Anthony Kim?
You know, 72 today was, I think it's really a sign of life, you know, on what he can do, what he will do. I have no doubt that he'll come back to a very high level.
All right, we are here at the post-round show. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We had a great time. Stay tuned for tomorrow. It's day 3 coming our way. This was Club 54 post-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby. Thank you for tuning in. A whole lot of action today. Hong Kong was very cold. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. And until then, have a wonderful time. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Peace.